Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy AP here, and I am back with another YouTube video. And today I'm going to be going over my official Shaquille O'Neal build. And this build, basically, it's going to be a center because you can't be anything else if you're Shaq. You're supposed to be a post scorer, move people out of the way. Shaq was right-handed, and we're going prime Shaq, so we're going to go number 34 because that's what he was when he played on the Lakers. We would go 32 if we were going Magic Shaq, but we're going Lakers Shaq. So, Shaq can only be one pie chart because he's not all defense and he's not all finishing, he's defense and finishing. So you have to go with that. And Shaq wasn't that slow when he was in his prime. Shaq maybe might have been pretty slow because he was getting older, but Shaq was pretty balanced out. He had a lot of strength and vertical, but he wasn't that slow, so he did have some speed. So I would go with the most balanced pie chart just to have a little bit of speed. And first things first, I would just max out my finishing just to see what I can do, and then we can tweak it again after. So I'm gonna just tweak this down to where I can get 24 badges, and I was just kind of seeing what I want to do with it, but I'm gonna keep it at 24. And then I'm gonna put his free throw because we all know he was good at free throws.
What?
But I have to put up his defense all the way as much as I can just to get those max defensive badges. Alright, and then we can tweak it up a little bit because Shaq definitely had a high post moves because he was a post scorer pretty much. And I'm gonna get the most post moves I can and then take his perimeter defense down a little bit because he wasn't the greatest perimeter defender. And see, you could go built, but that'll make him too big, so I would go defined, or yeah, probably defined. And then because we're gonna go max weight, and Shaq was 7'1", but when you make him 7'1", it completely destroys his stats, so we're gonna go 7 foot. 6'11" would be good, but I'm gonna go 7 foot just to keep to Shaq at least 7 foot. Max the weight out, and just like so you could see, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make him built. And then whenever you max the weight out, it makes him like too big because Shaq wasn't like that big. So I'm gonna go back, and instead of doing defined, I actually might go solid and then max his weight. And Shaq had a 7'7" wingspan, but if you make his wingspan too big, he can't get post scoring takeover, and that's like one of the big things. Shaq was definitely a post scorer. You need post take to be Shaq because he was known for moving people out of the way. That's the big diesel. He moved people out of the paint. So in order to get post take, you have to make your arm length shorter because you can only get glass and rim if it's too long. So the shortest you get post take, but we don't want it to be the shortest because it is still Shaq. So we want to see where we can get it at, and right there, right below the average, it's where you can get it. So I was just kind of messing with it, trying to see what I could do, if there was any other way, but the only way you can really get it is if you go 88 inches. So I would go post take, yes, and then you've built a paint beast. And then I'm gonna test the build just to show you the badges you can do on it. Alright, so first things first, let's put them up to 99. And I hate that when you make it 99, it doesn't actually give you your stats. They would be at 99, so you don't get the +4. But anyways, on your finishing badges, you gotta have contact, obviously. I would do, like, I'm just messing around with these, I'm not sure exactly what I would do, but you gotta have back down and drop stepper on. Giant Slayer because he made it over bigs. Contact because he can catch bodies on people. Relentless so he can make those bad like released layups and contested layups. And then Lob City because he caught lobs. And you could do putback boss, but if you play Park, I would do something more like consistent and fancy, silver, something like that. And then for your shooting, he wasn't much of a shooter. I would go slippery off ball so you could like gain speed off the pass and stuff like that. Or you could even do ice and veins, to be honest with you, if you play rec or something a lot, because you're gonna need it when you don't have a high free throw. But I'm gonna go slippery off ball. And then for your playmaking, actually no, I'm gonna go ice and veins. For your playmaking, you can either go bailout or unpluckable, but bailout passes really just hit the hands this year anyway, so I'm going to go unpluckable so I don't get ripped, because people will get ripped so easy this year. Gotta have Brick Wall Hall of Fame, Rebound Chaser Hall of Fame, and Box Silver at least. Moving Truck Silver, people still aren't going to move you because you have that strength. Rim Protector, Interceptor, Intimidator Hall of Fame, and Worm probably because he's a rebounder. Or you could go Pogo Stick, but Pogo Stick is pretty bad this year. So that's pretty much it. That's the badges, that's the build, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and see you in the next one.